Hi, it's Clinton, and I'm here at Pro Audio LA's headquarters where we showcase the Sum Cable and Apollo. The Apollo had become the centerpiece of my studio. The DSP and console app allow me to do almost all of my processing with UA software. The only thing missing from my workflow was analog summing when I was mixing. Analog summing gives me the depth, the width, the separation, and the headroom that I'm used to when mixing on a large format console. That's why I developed the Sum Cable, a handy accessory that turns an Apollo into a standalone, very flexible summing mixer. The passive resistance network built into the Sum Cable connects directly to Apollo's next generation converters. This allows me to take advantage of all 8 outputs and shape the tone of my mix with a pair of Unison mic pre's. The best part is that it's all instantly recallable with the console software. Let me show you how to install a Sum Cable in 2 easy steps. So step 1 of installing the Sum Cable is to plug the TRS connectors 1 through 8 to their corresponding hardware outs on the Apollo. So I'm going to connect red connectors 2, 4, 6, and 8 on the bottom row to their corresponding numbered outputs. And I'm going to connect TRS connectors 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the top row to their corresponding hardware outputs. So that's step 1 of installation done. Now step 2 is just plugging the XLR connectors of the Sum Cable to their corresponding mic pre inputs on the Apollo. So XLR connectors 1 goes to mic pre input 1, and XLR connector 2 goes to mic pre input 2. Now your Sum Cable is fully installed and ready for use. Let's take a look at some workflows when mixing with the Sum Cable. Normally when mixing with Apollo, you send all of your tracks out monitor left and right. And in order to print a stereo mixdown, you have to bounce to disk, or you have to send all your tracks out of bus and record them into an audio track. With the Sum Cable, it allows you to send groups of tracks or individual sounds out their own dedicated hardware outs. So I'm going to send the drums out line 1 and 2, the bass out line 3 and 4, synth and effects together out line 5 and 6, and the vocal is going to have their own dedicated pair of outputs, line 7 and 8. Once I have the outputs routed in the session, I'm going to set up a mix print track. So I'm going to create a new stereo track, which I've already done here, and I'm going to select mic input 1 and 2 for the input of this track. That corresponds to microphone input 1 and 2, which are the Unison mic pre's we're using from the output of the Sum Cable. And we're going to select the output of the mix print track to be monitor left and right. That way we can hear it in real time as we're printing it. And I'm going to have a console recall plugin set up on this track so I can easily sync my settings when I have them the way I want them. So now that I have everything routed through the Sum Cable and returning on these mic pre's, I can show you how the Unison mic pre can be used to shape the tone of your mix. So you can use an emulator like I have here of a 610 and control the level of your mix and the tone of your mix, or you can switch it up to another mic pre and use that tone. So maybe it's no emulation at all, maybe it's an API, maybe it's a Neve 1073. Whatever fits the mix is going to be right. And also I can utilize other plugins as an insert before I print it back into Pro Tools. So in this case I've got a limiter, and I can use my mic pre to drive the input of my limiter. So take a listen to this example and hear what the Sum Cable can do and the amount of flexibility that it provides with the Apollo.
I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. This is something I choose. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. This is something I choose. I could throw an all-nighter. I'm almighty. New pants and new Nikes. I'm almighty. New pants and new Nikes, a new psyche, new therapist, you like her. I tell her I'm a singer and a songwriter. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. This is something.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg of the processing you can do with the SUM cable and the Apollo. The best part is that it's all instantly recallable as soon as you sync your session. With the console recall app, all you have to do is bring up your session, even if it's 5 years later and somebody wants you to do a recall. All you have to do is open your session and it's going to bring all your settings back. However long it takes you to pull it up and make the change, that's how long it's going to take you to print it. So you can see the advantage of mixing in this way and still get the benefits of analog summing.
I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game. I choose to play this game.